when I became an actor, I never fantasized about playing James Bond. As a kid, yeah. But that was being James Bond, that was something else.
Welcome to Being James Bond, the longest-running James Bond podcast in the world.
The name is Bond. James Bond.
Hey, what's going on? It's your good buddy, head of section, Joseph Darlington, fresh off of a reasonably, exciting announcement this weatend, especially for yours truly. I'll get into it shortly. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a great springtime. The weather's finally getting nice, and we're finally able to get back out there and enjoy it, especially those of us in the Northeast, Really, really nice spring weather is sort of hard to come by, so I'm enjoying this a lot. A couple things happening at Being James Bond before I get into the big announcement. Get ready, because Scott, the guy who you're always asking for, Scott and I have officially recorded our review of No Time to Die. You've been asking for it. We finally got it. Big apologies on that it took forever to do, but Scott and I, the two of us between crazy schedules, I won't make excuses. It took us a long time to get there, but we did. It's going to take quite a while for me to edit this and put it together and put it out, so you can expect it within the next few weeks or months, certainly by the end of the summer for sure. And by the way, I decided to grab Scott, and we are going to record a podcast. We're going to record it tonight, actually. And just so we could just kind of catch up and let you guys know that, he's back. We're not going to give anything away. We're not going to say anything in the podcast tonight about our feelings, particularly Scott's feelings about No Time to Die. But we are going to catch up, and I will ask him some questions about the current state of James Bond. So we do have a lot of things to talk about. But what was the big announcement this weekend? If you paid attention to David Zaritsky's podcast and socials, you might know that something is happening on August 16th, 2025. That funny meme where the guy at the pawn shop, somebody says, "Hey, do you got this?" And he goes, "Best I could do is this." Well, so my joke is, for people who have been dying for Volume 2, here's head of section saying, "Best I could do is a revamp of Volume 1." Now, Volume 2 is coming. I won't get into great detail about this, but the bottom line is Volume 2 is in the final stages. And as I sort of was putting the finishing touches on Volume 2, it really did make me kind of look back at Volume 1 again and say, you know what? Now that Volume 2 is ready, and I've had a lot of time to work on it, and it's kind of gotten to where I'm happy with it, I looked at Volume 1 and I thought, you know what? Well, there's a couple things. With Volume 1. So, put simply, I kind of took a hard look at Volume 1 and I kind of walked away with three basic takeaways. One, I just kind of looked at it and said, you know what? This was written by a much younger man, and I was a wannabe writer wanting to get involved in the conversation, and I look at it now and I say, you know what, I could have done better with this. So I wanted to just put a little more polish on Volume 1. Also, there have been 3 new films. It's kind of mind-blowing to me, but we've had 3 films since the release of Volume 1. We've had Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die. Which means that if I wanted that book to be current, I wanted the book to sit side by side with Volume 2 and feel up to date and current, I had to reflect those films and the things that Bond does in the films. So there's some tweaks there. Also, my experiences have certainly grown and expanded since in the last 15 years. My last trip to Switzerland alone warranted a huge expansion in the skiing chapter. So again, there's a lot of things in here that are filled up, fleshed out a little bit better, and again, much more up to date. And lastly, here's a thing that's kind of new about the new edition of Volume 1. A lot of the chapters opened up with excerpts from some of the Bond books. For example, skiing naturally opens up with the chapter of Bond escaping from Piz Gloria, setting the stage for what's coming. And other chapters didn't have that luxury because I didn't have clips from the book to do. So I decided to take it upon myself to start to write what I was sort of referring to as fan fiction, but it actually kind of feels a little more like novelization. I was basically dipping my toe into writing fiction and doing some short little intro segments to kind of set the stage for the chapter to come. So yeah, there was a few things that really told me it was time to expand and really sort of push harder with Volume 1, and that's exactly what it is. It's a bigger book. I'll just say that. It's a bigger book. This one is not a pocket edition. It's the same chapters, the same everything. A lot of it is very the same. Please don't think I completely rewrote the entire book, but I did go through every single chapter. Some of it is basically stayed the same. A lot of it got a very different treatment. So all of the chapters got a little fresh coat of paint, and some of them really just a completely different chapter. For example, the London chapter is much different. Skyfall, Spectre, all of those films were basically love letters to London. So obviously I had to really flesh that chapter out more. So there you go. And the final product is going to be released officially August 16th, and it's going to happen. David Zaritsky is putting together an event. He's not calling it Gather All. It's a little different. It's probably a smaller venue, but it's going to be very fun, and I'm very excited about it. And on day 2 of that weekend in August, which is Saturday, about lunchtime, we're going to be doing a book launch. And that's what this is going to be. And I'm really excited about this. And again, this is a rework of Volume 1. So I wanted the pomp and circumstance to be kind of a little medium level, kind of a B+. Volume 2 is following suit in October. That will be a little more of a big deal for me personally. That is a full-blown new book coming out. So this one, again, it's a rework of Volume 1. So I wanted it to be, again, just right. I wanted the feel of this announcement to be just right and not go overboard, but still kind of something to be excited about. Volume 1 and 2 will be both out by the end of the year, and I want both of them to sit side by side pretty proudly. So that's about it. That sums up kind of what's going on. Yeah, that's the big announcement. So, again, if you haven't checked out David Zaritsky's socials in the last day or so, definitely check it out. And if you're interested, we're going to do this launch on August 16th, and it's going to be in Bucks County, PA. More details to come. Just keep an eye out. So and again, I will keep you posted. David will keep you posted. But that is the official date. And by the way, a special wink to my previous Patreon supporters. Just know, hey guys, just be ready. Things are happening. So, all right, I'm gonna wrap it up. I guess there's not a whole lot else going on, but again, please be on the lookout for a conversation with Scott to come up on the podcast. And again, I'm sitting here with a big old smile, just saying. I don't know if you could tell just by listening to my voice, but. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. Again, it took me years to finally finish Volume 2 and Volume 1 with kind of the reworking. This took months. It took months. I can't even tell you how many hours I sat here combing through every word and, sketching the dark spaces. And again, I'm really happy with how this turned out. So I'm kind of really excited about this. So again, August 16th, 2025, and I'll keep you posted as more details emerge. All right, guys, it's your good buddy, head of section, and I will be talking to you very soon. And as always, guys, keep living like James Bond.